What is going on, everybody? What is up? Happy Tuesday to you all. This is another live edition of the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. I am that dude named Steve. What's going on, everyone? I'm here joined by the good brother, the pride of Detroit, the one, the only, Big Mike. What's going on, brother? How are you, man?
I'm doing pretty good, and I'm slightly annoyed at the same time.
Slightly annoyed.
Slightly, yeah.
Well, what got you bad? Was it work, bro? Was it the job? Was it the boss man? Were you doing the?
That's a little bit on it, but I can look past that. It's something that I saw on social media.
Was it for guarding the lines? Did you guys not get to
No.
play? Yeah, they won or
No.
was it the price? The gas price? That's what pissed me. Man, it pissed me off too.
No. Well, gas is high for everybody, so everybody's pissed off. But it's regarding where SummerSlam is going to be next year.
Oh, really? Elaborate more.
So SummerSlam is going to be, and I got to double check to see if this was an official announcement because I just don't believe my eyes right now. It was an official announcement by the WWE in their official Twitter X account that SummerSlam next year, August 3rd, is going to be in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh yeah, the beautiful Cleveland. For the first time since what, 1996?
Cleveland, Ohio. And on top of that, they're getting a SmackDown before the show.
Really? Wow.
Meanwhile, let me see. Is this held at Rocket Mortgage?
Well, of course it is.
No, it's the Brown Stadium, so it's going to be outdoor.
Well, of course, Mike. Outdoors.
Outdoors. It's going to be
SmackDown?
in the Brown Stadium.
Oh,
no. SummerSlam.
Oh, okay. You better hope.
SummerSlam is going to be outdoors.
Let me guess. Right now, you're hoping that it rains. You're hoping that it's thunderstorm. You're hoping that there's lightning. You're hoping.
Hey, man, the Midwest, anything can happen. But the fact that Cleveland gets a show before the big show, and you couldn't do that here, I'm pretty sure SmackDown's going to be at Rocket Mortgage.
They are.
And you're going to go. So you could book two places. For Cleveland, a lesser than city.
I mean, come on, they have
but
LeBron.
Not for.
They
but
got
no. They got who?
They had LeBron. You think
they had? Keyword had. Past tense.
I guess
he's never coming back.
I don't blame him.
That stinks, honestly. Good on them for getting a SummerSlam. Kudos. I mean, hey, we got one last year. But the fact that you give them a show, so you couldn't run the LCA and Ford Field?
I'm not happy. I'm pissed off. Look at me.
You couldn't run the LCA and Ford Field, but you could run Rocket Mortgage and the Brown Stadium. Bruh. Mind you, the Brown Stadium, you're going to have to travel freeways. You're going to have to travel freeways to get from the Brown Stadium because the Brown Stadium is behind the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on the water.
I mean, I guess it's for people. I mean, someone asked me earlier, what's there to do in Cleveland? I wouldn't.
There's nothing to do in Cleveland other than the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's it.
And I think to get in there is a bitch, right? To get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
When I went when I was a kid, it was okay.
No, but I think it's free if you are a rock band, right? It's still free if you're a band.
I never knew that, so I don't know.
I remember years ago. This was during a shoot interview. This was I think during a live Art of Wrestling podcast. Jimmy Jacobs told the story about how him, Cole Cabana, Generico, I think I forgot someone else. They got it. They tried to get in for free.
Oh,
they tried to get in for free, and I think it was a funny story. I'll send you the video some other day. I'll send you the video. But that's right now, no here or there. But I do understand your frustration, Mike. I understand how PO'd you are right now about the news. I mean, listen, again, congrats to the city of Cleveland on getting a SummerSlam. First and foremost, happy for them, right? That's fine. I don't live in the Midwest, so I don't understand the rivalry. I don't understand. I mean, is it a Pistons Cavaliers rivalry? Is it a Cleveland Brown versus
I live in Michigan. Put it together, Steve.
Is it Michigan? Is Michigan University? Is it Michigan State versus Cleveland? Ohio State. Okay. It comes down to college football. Okay, that's the rivalry. Huh?
It's everything. I hate everything about Ohio. Ohio stinks. Huh?
Well,
all together.
Well, listen, man. You better be. Listen, man. What can I tell you, bro? Was it? Well, I don't know. Listen, sometime in the summer, probably according to my nephew. According to my little nephew, the greatest boxer of all time is fighting it's gonna be fighting representing Cleveland, even though he lives in Puerto Rico. The one, the only, Jake Paul.
He's gonna get knocked out. So it's
who? Mike Tyson? Yeah, probably, bro. Mike Tyson?
No, Mike Tyson won't get knocked out because there's no restriction because he was facing another old man. Jake Paul's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, according
he's gonna get hurt really badly. I'm not gonna say another person gets knocked out because I was viciously wrong about.
Oh, that's Friday. Oh, that's
yeah,
Friday.
I was very wrong.
Oh, I can understand that.
I thought at least he would put up a nice little fight, but Anthony Joshua
is him.
Has turned it around.
He's him.
I still don't believe in him because this wasn't a pressure fight.
I'm still though, man. The fact that he was able to beat Kamaru, Francis Ngannou.
Kamaru Usman. Oh, what?
The fact that he was able to beat Francis Ngannou. The fact that he was able to beat Francis Ngannou, but not Tyson Fury. I mean, it does say a lot, After all, Tyson Fury is the lineal heavyweight champ. But that's
exactly.
That's beside the point. Let's talk about what really matters. WWE Monday Night Raw from
Does it really though?
I mean, listen, we're on the road.
I'll just play.
Listen, Mike, we're on the road to WrestleMania, okay? Last night, Raw was live from Houston, Texas, chopped and screwed, from the Toyota Center, attendance of 12,962.
Yeah.
So overall, listen, I thought last night's show, I thought it was actually, pretty solid show, bro.
It was decent.
I thought the two main things really hit as they needed to. I know there's a lot of controversy regarding the ending of the Gauntlet match. I'll be honest with you, I did not like how they did it. I think we should get into this right now. Talk about this Gauntlet match between all six guys, right? To determine who is going to face Gunther at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. This 600+ day reign of Gunther is still a thing, which is great. Fucking awesome. By the way, guys, 12 minutes into this, if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. If you guys feel generous and kind, please leave us a super chat. It does help out the channel. If you're on YouTube right now on the live chat, you're going to see a $sign. Click on it. It does help out the channel. Also, if you want to become an ATP channel member, it's only $2.99 a month. You get access to bonus content, channel member only streams. We will be moving to 2K24, WWE 2K24, that is, real soon. So once we make that move, outside of ATP gaming that you guys get to enjoy, if you're a channel member, you'll be also, if you have a call, you get to be part of the roster. Also, there's discussions of doing My Rise in the general manager mode. And if we're going to be doing that, that's going to be for channel members only.
I'm currently playing My Rise, not now, but currently for 2K24. And I think that'll be good content for channel members.
And also real quick, we did talk about yesterday on Kitchen, we will be bidding fair due to 2K23. We'll be bidding it adieu as we go live for our final PLE on 2K23, The Big Bang, which will take place, as we mentioned already yesterday on Steve's Kitchen, on Saturday, March 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's 316 day, by the way.
Oh,
That's
hell
when
yeah.
that's when we're going to go down. And it's been official. The opening match will be, per his request, myself versus Tony Khan.
Oh, kicking the show off, huh? Curtain jerking.
And upon his request, if he wins, we can no longer call our Dynamite review show sad.
Oh, you better win.
His request is pop the boom.
Pop the boom.
Yeah. Pop the boom.
Like that.
Pop the fucking boom.
I'm not feeling it.
So
sounds like Pop the Weasel.
Sounds like try to pop a millie. You know what I mean? But that's no here or there. Man. Listen, they had the 6-man gauntlet. I did not like the placement of the match. I did not like that it was last. I mean, listen.
I don't have a problem with it.
You didn't mind the match?
No, I didn't mind the placement of the match.
Okay, that's fair. I just felt like it should have been a little longer. I felt like, honestly, if we're doing a gauntlet match, right, to determine who's going to face Gunther, because again, it's a long run. It's a long run that this guy's had this title for. You had at least given it, probably placed it early to give it that long length, if you will. But what I didn't like was the obvious thing at the end.
Yeah.
Now, it didn't help that you placed Chad Gable last.
Yeah.
Had you had him open the gauntlet, let him run the gauntlet, bro. Let him run the gauntlet and then lose? Fine. I'm fine with that. But you had this guy come out fresh as a daisy, bro, as the last entrant in this gauntlet, bro. You want him. Oh, I love that shirt, by the way. Copeland?
Yeah. Yeah, Adam Copeland. Yeah.
AEW.
It's big as like a freaking dress on me. I lost so much weight.
Is it a crate shirt? Is it a crate?
It is a crate shirt. It's a AEW All Elite crate exclusive. You can only get it in the crate, and it's no more. So,
The crate's no more? They went under?
No, this shirt is no more. You can't buy this.
That's crazy, bro.
Shop.
I think he wore that on Saturday.
Who?
Copeland.
Itch?
I think he did. Yeah, Copeland, Copeland.
I'll call him Copeland on Sad. He's Edge on Raw Rundown.
I didn't say it. You did. But nevertheless, I just didn't like the placement of Chad Gable here. And considering the story, everything that he's I guess had to go through to get this moment again, right? We saw what happened a couple of months ago when he lost to Gunther in front of his child, in front of his wife, right? That's his story. Cody has his story, right, with the bloodline. This is Chad Gable's story with Gunther for the Intercontinental title. And listen, I'm pretty sure Sami Zayn and Gunther will be a fine match. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're going to stink up the joint, like certain people at a freaking media event. But the point of the matter is, though, I felt like it was the wrong choice, bro. I feel like it was the wrong choice.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like what we talked about last Raw Rundown, at least that I was on. I don't even remember last Monday. It's such a blur. But I think I was on, right? I was on, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Remember we talked about how this is pretty much well, we knew from the jump that they kind of wanted to do Sami and Gunther because of backstage segments.
Yes.
That's fine and dandy. But I felt like the bigger story, obviously, is Chad Gable and how.
Yeah.
Okay. And how he's super duper close to Kurt Angle. honestly, I saw the finish, and I kind of watched this recently. Or not watched this recently, but I played it on the showcase of 2K24. You know, the WrestleMania 20 build of Kurt Angle and Eddie Guerrero. How Eddie got the title, because it was like it was a number one contendership match between him and Kurt Angle, and how he beat Kurt Angle was sort of similar, you know, because they were friends, or it was like a friendly match, but Kurt was like disappointed, but they embraced because before the turn,
Yeah.
you know, this is how I see it. I feel like they are trending towards a turn for Chad Gable to be so obsessed with winning this title, no matter who has it,
At any cost, by any means
at
necessary.
any means, and that's going to be the birth of the wrestling machine, Chad Gable. He is going to show out his inner Kurt Angle.
Savage mode.
Pure savage, because he can, I'm telling you, he can do this. He can do that gimmick to a T. I'm telling you, I can see it. I can feel it. Shoot, he was bleeding from the mouth like Kurt. Kurt used to bleed from the mouth all the time.
Yeah, that is very valid, Mike. That is a very valid thing, and I can agree with that. I do think this could be the beginning of I don't give a fuck, Chad Gable.
Yeah.
The fuck your feelings, Chad Gable. Again, he has all this pumped up. I forgot. That wasn't Chad. That was Heath Slater many years ago when Brock said "fuck your kids,"
Yeah.
because it feels like at the end of the match, right? They
shit about your kids.
like they embraced. They embraced at the end. They hugged it out, right? I don't know what Sami said to Chad Gable, but it looked like he said "fuck your story, fuck your kids," and then just kept it pushing. But yeah, man, I just felt like it was the wrong choice, bro. Now, can they correct this? I know I'm sure they can, but I hate how they have to correct their mistake. At this point, dude, just go with it. At this point, you know what? This is what you got. Just run with it. 9 times out of 10, you know what, bro? Guess what? There's a big chance that because it's gonna be Gunther and Sami, likely Gunther's gonna retain.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it now. Gunther might end.
I really don't see Sami. I just don't feel like Sami returning, because he returned at the Rumble, right?
Yeah.
His return was so flat to me. I just don't feel it for him right now. He has to build up a certain momentum for me. He doesn't have that same momentum of last year that he does this year. I'm not all about seeing Sami right now, especially as Intercontinental Champion. I feel like Chad Gable, it'll hit better if he beats Gunther. It'll just hit better.
I guess so. Yeah, likely. I do agree with that. It does hit better, but again, we'll see how they get there now. We'll see how they. I mean, they made their mess now, so now they have to figure this shit out.
And a lot of people were complaining that Chad's shoulders wasn't even pinned all the way. I can see the argument, but they're not going to use that as an excuse. They use that as an excuse for a billion times.
Hey man, you never know, dude. They might end up going back to that.
Maybe.
I don't see why not though. Hey, go back to that and work.
It's a lame, quicker fixer, but it's whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of the show here, okay? Cage Match has this show rated at, I'm gonna refresh it real quick just to be on the safe side of things here. They have it at an 8.80 out of 10. So overall, very good show per them. The show opened up with Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre as they were going back and forth on the microphone. They're talking about how The Rock, Drew kicked off the show. He kisses The Rock's ass by saying that The Rock is part of the reason why wrestling evolved. McIntyre says he wants to be part of the next evolution of wrestling. I love how they're using the word wrestling a lot now, right? And he says that he will be the
let's
world
see
heavy.
if that keeps up.
He says that he will be the world heavyweight champion. Everyone can be proud of. And then he gets interrupted by Seth Rollins, and Rollins dared him to Claremore him right there, right? And this kept going back and forth, right? And Rollins basically saying that, hey, Drew reminds him of someone from Chicago. Has a lot of tattoos, CM Punk, right? Talk about how, again, this whole it all started because for Drew, it's like, yo, you should be focusing on our match, and that's going to be your downfall. You have so much on your plate, that being Rollins, right? Because he has the night one main event, he has the night two, then he has night two, he has Drew McIntyre, right? When you think about it, this is the first time that two guys will main event both night one and night two of WrestleMania. That being Roman and Cody. The first time ever, right? So all the stuff, right? All the stuff that Drew's talking about. But for Seth, it's like, you know what? There's a reason why he's put, Drew in the back burner of all this, right? It's a reason why. Is because he doesn't really, he's not threatened by Drew. He's not threatened at all, right? He then Rollins questioned if McIntyre is an honorary member. Is an honorary Oos. Because you think about it, right? The last couple of wins that McIntyre's had has been with help of the bloodline. Even if he didn't want it, it's been with help of the bloodline. When Drew beat Cody a couple of weeks ago. I think, was it before the Rumble or after the Rumble? I think it was. It was after the Rumble. Of course, that's when we got finally heel Drew and his savagery, right? It was with help of the bloodline. When Drew faced with Jim, was it Sami Zayn? With help of the bloodline. I think when he faced Jey Uso, with help of the bloodline. Right? I mean, overall, I thought it was a good opening segment. Just to remind everyone again, hey, listen, Seth may have this stuff happening on SmackDown, right, with the bloodline and that tag team, but just to remind you guys, he's also defending that title at WrestleMania on night number 2 against Drew McIntyre. Your thoughts, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's good to see Seth carry the momentum from Friday's show to here because honestly, he really needed that. He was becoming a little stale. Getting his moment with The Rock and coming back and kind of dishing it to Drew. But Drew, it's basically like that anti-hero heel promo that he cut, like I want to be all about Monday Night Raw and the fans and defending the title and be here night in, night out defending the title and be focused on that. But you're not.
Oh,
and that's what's wrong with you. He said, and that's what's wrong with you. So he's basically turning the tables on Seth. And Seth's like, dude, whatever, man. Like, if you want it, man,
come get it.
Like, even it was kind of weird with Seth because he was like, hey, man, you can Claymore me now. I'm ready for the Claymore. Let's do another Claymore. I'm like, you want this guy to Claymore you? Like, you really want him to? Like, yeah. I didn't understand that, but I kind of understand towards the end of the promo. But I thought it was an overall real good segment.
Yeah, it was. We had a Chad Gable vignette that played. I'm assuming it's this, again, him hyping up the match and all that stuff. They had vignettes from everyone that was in that. That was in the Gauntlet match from later that night. We did have Becky Lynch versus Liv Morgan. This stemmed from last week. I thought their match was okay. Nothing to go crazy about. Rhea Ripley came down after the match to confront Becky. Liv Morgan was still mad. Was furious with Ripley after she came closer to her. Ripley says that Becky Lynch knows she's better than her. Becky says that if everyone is behind Ripley, it will only lead to more inspiration for her to defeat Ripley, because when everybody believes in her, she's good, but when everyone doubts her, that's when she's great. I'm gonna stand by what I said a couple of weeks ago. Um, Rhea Ripley needs to mollywop Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. This needs to be Larry Holmes versus Muhammad Ali, 1980. Mollywop. This has to be Ronda Rousey, back in the day, to
Yeah.
er, you know,
Breaking chicks' arms in 15 seconds.
or Betchka Hera, if you remember that when they fought in Brazil and then she got dropped in like 16 seconds. And it ended up her shitting on herself, some shit like that. Well, but again, it's something. Again, it has to be that, But
it won't be that. Though.
It won't be that. It won't be that. Because they want to give you a match. They want to give you drama. They want to make it seem like, oh my God, here's Becky Lynch, who's done it all, right? Done it all. She's gonna come close, but she doesn't. So we'll see. Your thoughts, Mike, on the match? Your thoughts on the segment, all that stuff?
Yeah, the match was okay. I mean, short match was about less than 10 minutes. Becky wins out to me effortlessly, just with one manhandle slam. I don't know why. I don't know what they're gearing up for Liv Morgan. I really don't know. But once again, she's in this mode and in this booking right now to where I think they might give her a title shot down the line whenever Rhea drops that title.
You think
We've seen this before from Liv. I don't know why they keep giving her these opportunities. It's always when she comes back from a hiatus. I don't know why they do this. And I'm comparing it, and you're probably going to laugh or either agree. Liv Morgan is the Wardlow of WWE Women's Division.
Just without the protein shake.
Without the protein shake, because there is a cycle that I see with Liv in similarity to Wardlow. Hiatus, either injury or just break. Comes back with small fanfare. There's no group that she ever gets put in. It's just like, minus all the groups, it's just a cycle. It gets put into big feuds. Maybe one time with a title reign, and then loses it and go away again. It's the same formula that I see.
Likely. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I suppose you're not wrong there.
And then with Rhea and Becky, I get it. From stemming from their NXT match, I understand that. I don't know. I'm really not that excited for this match. I don't know why. Maybe they're gonna prove me wrong. I'm not excited. Yeah, I'm not excited about this match.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
From there, Mike, we had Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce in a pre-tape vignette announced that Finn Balor and Damian Priest will defend the WWE tag titles at WrestleMania against 5 other tag teams in a ladder match. So there's going to be qualifying matches on both SmackDown and Raw to determine which teams will enter this. Just like on the other show, right? Tournaments happening here. We're going to see a lot of tag team wrestling the upcoming weeks, which I'm excited for. I think it's going to be great. Team that you could possibly see, the Street Profits, right? Regeneration X, Awesome Truth, right? The Creed brothers. If I don't know if you saw the clips or not, but they got it repackaged.
Yeah.
New theme.
I don't like the music.
Yeah, new logo. It's bound to happen. It was bound.
Logo looks fine. It's just the music sucks. So.
Okay.
This era of WWE music is not good at all.
It's in the mud. It's straight doo-doo, straight dookie.
Yeah, that's the one thing that, if the wrestling's bad in WWE, the one thing that they had down is the presentation. Even if the wrestler sucks.
You could have in the sheer, right? You can have Who else? Let me look on the SmackDown side. You can have the Street Profits, obviously, right? That you can have the Authors of Pain representing the Final Testament. You can have, believe it or not, Mike, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, right? Even though it looks like they're in a little bit of a thing there as well, right? The Good Brothers, if you bring them back up if you want them to represent NXT, right? I mean, Mel, you can. I mean, I would love them to even bring in some NXT name, but they won't do that. That's for only the women, which is fine. It's fine. I almost threw in some NXT names. I don't know why, but you get the idea. So many ways, too many routes you can go with this. But I do think
who do you think is going to be in the match?
The Street Profits, because you want Montez Ford to do something crazy with the ladder, right? Mm-hmm. So crazy dive, whatever. Probably the Good Brothers, because why not, right? Just throw them a name that could bump around, whatever, right? Regenerate Awesome Truth, right? Because our truth, right? And the last team. Hey, listen, man. If nothing gonna happen with that story, I put Chad Gable and Otis in there, yo.
I agree with the Street Profits.
Or you know what? Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Old reliable at this point. Why not?
I think it's gonna be Profits. What do they call them, Pete and Tyler?
Well, they're just calling them
Pete and Tyler.
Pete Tyler. Maybe them too. Maybe them too as well. We'll see.
Romeo, can you put them in the chat, please? I don't know the matches.
Thank you, Romeo. Fine. Also, Romeo, new channel member here. You're on the channel, new channel member. So obviously,
thanks for being a channel member. Appreciate it.
Well, I think it was because Brandon Brown gave out 10 new channel
members. Okay. So
he got selected. So there you go. Welcome to the club.
Okay, New Day, Tozawa and Otis. New Day. So New Day's gonna be in it.
They're right now at they're right now at a minus 1,000 right now, huh?
Yeah.
Otis Tozawa's at a plus 500. A likely scenario. We'll see. Okay, there you go. Creed Bro versus DIY. Yeah, DIY. Sorry.
That's a hard one. Though.
It could be a banger though. This one's gonna be a fun.
It is gonna be a banger, but that's a hard one. I can't call that one. It's probably gonna be DIY.
And Awesome Truth versus Indishir.
Okay, then you got your three.
Come on,
New Day. It's a New Day, DIY, and Awesome Truth coming out of Raw. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a tag team match between
the Profits and
they're probably gonna face AOP.
Yeah, AOP. They might even do. Who else? Who else are maybe Grayson Waller and Austin Theory
versus P Dunne and
Legado de
LWO. Legado.
LWO and Legado. Yeah, you can do that too.
I'm still warming up to this new Legado too. Even though they put Electra Lopez back with Legado, which I like that.
It's great. She's a great acquisition. She's a remarkable talent, and I do think that they're good things, man. Good things with her. Yeah. Creed Bros really gonna be as out, so my guy Julius can win the Andre Battle Royal.
Shit, I don't even think he's gonna win that. I think Jimmy's gonna win that. Not Jimmy, Solo. I think Solo's gonna win that.
Maybe so. Maybe we'll see. But I'm excited for what's gonna come. I'm excited for tag team wrestling. You know what I'm also excited for, Mike? What happened after this, yo? We had my girl Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell versus Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupree. Now, Mike, I'm sure you saw the clip like everyone else did. I'm sure
I can't even run away from that clip. The clip runs to you.
Listen. I thought so. In case you guys missed it, so Maxine Dupree was about to do the backflip into the reverse worm. I think that's what she does, right? Onto Indy Hartwell. And somewhere in this, Candice LeRae stops her and asks her, what are you doing? You think that's gonna work on us? Do you have any idea how embarrassing you look right now? How, you're giving her the business, showing her what's up. You think these fans care about you and all that stuff? They reference the booing from the house show. They're acknowledging the fact that fans don't give a f about her.
Mm-hmm.
And then somewhere in this, she mentioned Maxine Dupree's deceased brother. And that's where Maxine Dupree, she couldn't do this. And before she was going to leave the ring, she got attacked by Indy Hartwell, and that's how they closed shop. Now, I can understand people getting upset.
As they always do.
Can you hear anything about it, right? It goes back to what we were saying. They want wrestling to be cutting edge. Especially the Fed, because I think on the other side of the tracks, you kind of do get some cutting edge. I think on the Wednesday show,
yeah, no matter if it's forced or
cringeworthy, yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's still a little cutting edge, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's rare for them to see the Fed attempt to be cutting edge, and sometimes it works, and then there's some times where it's cringeworthy. And listen. Did you think it was cringe? Did you think oh man, this went from bad to worse, or
No, I feel like if it's good enough for them to address it on television, I mean, it doesn't bother her. I mean, it probably does bother her, but it's not enough to where she is losing confidence. Because how can you lose confidence? She's beautiful.
I don't know, Indy Hartwell. I know Candice LeRae, absolutely, bro. She's beautiful, man.
Every woman in the ring was beautiful. So it should show. It just shows that she's not losing confidence over, being booed on a house show and them using it as a story, and it's just gonna make her stronger and better in the ring. As far as them using her brother. She's comfortable with that, obviously. If she wasn't comfortable, they wouldn't have used it.
Absolutely. I think overall, listen, I love
because a lot of that could be touch and go.
Exactly. Absolutely. But I do love the fact that, they grab something that's discussed on the internet by fans all over social media. Mm-hmm. And they're working on it. They're implementing this into the story. I love that. Milk it. Make money off of it. You know what I mean? If you're Maxine Dupree, use this, harness it, and make money off this shit. That's what I say. But I do also think, again, and I say it with the utmost respect, I think spending some time at the PC during your off days would help a little bit.
I'm pretty sure she is, but like any wrestler, name a wrestler, a women's wrestler back in the day that was terrible. And we're not talking about Trish Stratus neither. So we're going to take her out. She's an anomaly.
Well, I'll give you one. That was
terrible, but turned it around.
Taryn Terrell in TNA.
Okay. Talk about a Fed wrestler.
Well, you weren't specific, Mike. You weren't specific. You said a wrestler.
Well, you gave me one. Give me a second one, but a Fed wrestler. Women's wrestler.
Would Eve Torres count?
Eve Torres? I guess so. Yeah, she wrestled. Yeah.
Layla.
Layla, yeah.
Michelle McCool, respectfully.
Yeah, I mean that whole era of women's wrestlers back then,
that was great. Was awesome.
Mid to late 2000s.
Was awesome, Mike. What are you talking about? It was awesome. What are you talking about?
I mean, that whole era was full of women that in the beginning they were kind of bad, and then they.
No, what are you talking about, Mike? They were great, Mike. What are you talking about? They were great. Come on, we're not going to disrespect these beautiful queens, on International Women's Month. Come on, Mike. You know what I mean? You there, Mike?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. I thought you froze there first. There.
No, first. I just don't like that you're throwing me under the bus.
No, I'm sorry. Again, Gimmick, your mic working gimmick. Anywho, let me make this right.
Anywho,
Let's move on here. So we had a video package.
Oh.
Well, the Judgment Day confronted Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce, and they say that they got the idea for the tag team ladder match from Miz and Truth, and a match was made later between Priest and Truth, because even though our Truth and Miz was supposed to be doing media, but Pierce, but Truth showed up. They didn't realize that it was Monday, which I thought was funny as hell. What's going on, Safet? What's going on? And I will check the group chat, Romeo. I will check it right now.
No, I got you. I know what it is.
What's going on? Is it another? Okay. Okay. What's going on, Safet? But I love that whole thing where it's like, oh, I said Truth and Miz to do media, and then our Truth just randomly shows up because he didn't realize he forgot that it was that he thought that it wasn't Monday, but it was Monday, so he shouldn't have been there and shit. But they made the match because of it, so they made the match, so that's fine. Again, I love Truth. Truth is awesome, bro.
Yeah, not a dull moment with Truth.
Exactly. They played a recap of what happened between Cody Rhodes and The Rock and Rollins and Roman from Monday, the slap and all that stuff. We got the sit-down interview between Cody Rhodes and Michael Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Cody explained why it would mean the world to him to win at WrestleMania, and mentions all the members of his family. And he got emotional there when he talked about his mom. Again, how he can't hand the title over to Dusty, but he can hand it to Michelle Rubio. You know what I mean? He talked about how Michael Cole hired his beautiful wife, which respectfully she is. And you know what it reminded me of, though, bro? It's a callback to a promo from a couple years ago in AEW. I got that vibe almost. Because Cody has a way to get you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yep, I'm sold, bro. This guy. And then he told Michael Cole, listen, at the end of all that, when it's also at the end of WrestleMania, Michael Cole will say, finally, a Rhodes is a champion, right? And that Cody Rhodes finally finished his story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, bro. Like, how do you not, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's emotional, bro. True emotion.
We will probably never get this level of babyface again from anybody. Ever.
No, likely not.
Because this man gave you a roller coaster of emotion. Talking about his family. Once he got to his dad and his mom, he started crying, and then he sucked it up, talking about his sister and his wife. Summed it all up into a dream that's hopefully to him gonna come true. But as he was talking, I'm like, man, how effed up would it be if he lost again?
Nah, bro, they can't make the mistake twice in a row.
Like how?
Listen,
because the way they build this up.
Listen, Cody is not Chad Gable, okay? Cody is not Chad Gable. Chad Gable,
not.
It's fine, but with Cody Rhodes, nah, brother, we ain't doing this shit twice. We're not doing this again. It's one and done. That's it. One and done. That's it.
And I feel like if it does happen, I feel like the emotion from last year leading into this year with fans is probably going to remain the same, probably intensify just a little bit.
Bro, keep this in mind, bro. Keep this in mind. They're in Philly. So you already know, bro. Like, bro, if you already know, bro, because it's Philly, dude, you already know, bro. Fans will hit the ring, bro.
You think they'll be that bold?
It's gonna be like,
I think this new generation of fan ain't that bold.
Nah, dude.
I'm sorry.
You gotta understand. You gotta have the hardcore fan base, dude. You're gonna have the hardcore fan base. It's gonna be like Never mind. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. No.
It was gonna be like that kid that tackled Rollins.
No. You'll see. I'll post it here in the private. You're gonna see people hit. People go crazy, man. People gonna lose this shit, bro.
You can say that.
Hell no, you crazy, bro. It's bad enough. Oh fuck, it's gonna be like January 6th, bro. They gonna hit the ring, bro. They're gonna hit the ring, bro. Oh man. Oh, he knows, Romeo knows. It's gonna be like Malice in the Palace up in there, yo.
Oh no, that's suburban white people. If that was downtown Detroit, nobody would have went home.
Oh, bro, it goes. Oh man,
especially around that time.
You gonna see
04, downtown Detroit when you know how we was walking around downtown.
Yeah,
we couldn't do that in 04. We couldn't do that.
Hold on. Cody's mom will charge the ring, yo. We'll lead the charge, yo. It's over, bro. Little baby Liberty gonna lead the charge, yo, into the ring. -1 gonna
-1.
They gotta hit the ring. Gonna.
Who the heck is this kid?
I'm kidding. I'm gonna stop. I'm going to hell. But I love this segment, dude. I thought overall it was a good segment. Probably one of the highlights of the show. Go back and rewatch this. This is probably one of those promos from Cody that you'll go back and rewatch. Oh, yeah. Because I rewatch even some of his also from AEW. It's like, damn, bro, look how far he's come.
And the fans was pushing him away after that, man.
And they even, bro, and it's funny because Cody even in the segment brought up the fact that, on the other side, from a distance, I destroyed a throne with a sledgehammer, and now that person and I are very good friends, like business partners and shit. So it's like, damn, bro. Remember, everyone thought, Cody hates Triple H, yo.
Yeah, and now you can't come back after this, and then he's back.
He's back, and they're buddies, and they're probably smoking a cigar. You know what I mean? They're probably gonna partner up in something. You know what I mean? Rock is gonna go to town. This crybaby on Friday. Oh yeah.
I thought that last Friday with Rollins. I was like, dude, Rock is gonna rip him a new one, and it didn't happen. I was like, oh shit, he didn't rip him a new one. They didn't even give him a chance to rip him a new one. Like he half ripped Cody. We're basically calling him a mistake, a break baby.
Yeah.
That's basically what he did. Like he halfway ripped him. But I feel like they gotta let The Rock cook.
Yeah,
no pun intended. Well, pun intended. He has to cook Friday.
A rock concert, bro. Rock concert on Monday.
Where they at Friday?
Rock's second home, bro. Memphis, Tennessee, bro. They're gonna be in Memphis.
Oh yeah, rock concert. He has
country,
to go crazy.
Country. We're gonna bring out the guitar. Gonna bring out the big old guitar and get his Woody Allen on, huh?
Yeah.
My wife left me all alone and she took the kids. I'm all alone with the dog by the truck. I don't know, some shit like that. I don't know. I'm not a country western guy. What am I, Jelly Roll?
He's not even a country western star.
Well, I don't know. What else happened here on the show? We got Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan. They shook hands backstage, but they got attacked by Nia Jax. Later, Lynch challenged Nia Jax to a last woman standing match next week.
I mean, hey, the feud's not over, man.
Probably not. Likely not. And, this should be the farewell. You know what? If you want to make it the farewell, make it a cage match. Fuck it. Just go all out with it, bro. Make it main event money. Likely it's going to main event Raw next week. It will main event Raw next week, so there's that probably. From there, we got Kairi Sane and Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors, going up against Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. I thought the match was nothing crazy here, bro, to be honest. This match went about what? Oh, wow. It went about 10 minutes, though. It looked like they were going to win the titles, but Dakota Kai got involved, right?
Of course.
And this led to the attack. And the Kabuki Warriors getting the W here. Listen, we're joined here right now by a guest. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is another investor here on the show. He's an investor. He is the current reigning and defending Wrestling Observer's Booker of the Year. He is your friend and our friend, the one, the only Mr. Paul Levesque, Triple H. Good evening, good sir. How are you?
Steve, I think you forgot to mention also the leader of the Renaissance era. But
Oh, yeah.
right.
How can I forget? Yes, the leader, the founder, the visionary of the Renaissance
You know
era.
what? You know what, Steve? I know that, this is the Raw rundown, and I appreciate you, Big Mike, and whoever comes on talking about Monday Night Raw. But I'm just going to say, Steve, I didn't appreciate how Tony talked to you yesterday. I was very upset listening to that. And, I feel you guys challenge me, and I challenge you guys on this show. And really, to be honest, Steve, if there's any possibility, I would love to be in your corner at ATP Gaming to make sure that nothing funny happens between you and Tony Khan at the Big Bang show.
But yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes, the Big Bang will go down this Saturday on 3/16 day at 8 p.m. Eastern here on the channel. I would love that. Yeah, I would actually love that. I would love, a level playing ground here. I know Tony might have some of those talent from the other side try to hit the ring, and I'm gonna need someone to look out. You know what I mean? So I'd appreciate that, Mr. Levesque.
I can't be the special guest referee because 2K23 is pretty outdated, but I can have your back, Steve, and I will have your back. So, Walter, you're putting me in the damn match, not in a triple threat, as Steve's manager.
Oh, man, this is going to be great. Oh, man. This is redemption, man. Oh, I'm about to. Oh, man, I appreciate that, Mr. Levesque. I appreciate that.
So did you guys talk about the big news about SummerSlam?
Well, Big Mike discussed it earlier. And boy, did he ever. You should have listened to this, Mr. Levesque. You should have listened to this.
Was he excited?
Well, first of all, congrats to the city of Cleveland on getting a SummerSlam. Congrats. I believe this is the first time since 1996 that they're the SummerSlam.
I just noticed something. I saw Big Mike's shirt. Thought it was a Cleveland shirt, but it's actually what's that?
Copeland, not Cleveland. You would never catch me with any Ohio anything on. Sorry.
Oh, but what is Copeland? Curious.
If I raise the shirt a little bit, do you see the
wow, we're original. We gave him that logo and everything, and he just steals it. That's not one of our shirts, right?
No, this is an AEW shirt.
And
we're an AEW shirt during the Raw rundown. All right.
Anyways, I'm sorry, man. This is a work shirt. This is what I wore to work, and I never changed out of it. So
I bet you many people were thrilled to see you wearing some Copeland shirt. Didn't even know.
No, I wear it under my work shirt. I have a work polo, and this is my T-shirt. So nobody sees this.
I wouldn't want to see it either. I really thought, wow, he's excited for SummerSlam. He has a Cleveland shirt on. That's awesome. And anyways, no, it's all right. It's all right. I mean, their merch is not our merch. What can I say? Renaissance era. Anyways, as I was saying, Romeo, no, I don't want that smelly man in our corner.
Oh man, don't highlight.
No,
I don't want him in the corner. I want it where I can make sure nobody business happens between Tony and Steve. I want it where I can make sure Steve has the most level playing ground, because that man, he's a trickster, he's a clown, he's a joker. He likes to play tricks. He comes off as this fun, naive wrestling fan. Oh, I love wrestling. I'm here to bring the sport of professional wrestling back. But I know that man. I know him. He's a jokester.
Oh, tell me about it.
He's a clown. He's a clown wearing human makeup.
Well, there you go. Just want to remind everyone again, the Booker of the Year, Mr. Paul Levesque.
I managed to get 2 big main events back to back for the biggest WrestleMania of all time.
And listen, some say it couldn't be done, but it was done.
The Rock and Roman Reigns, our WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, taking on the WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. Crazy. Who does that? Who does that? Only me.
And also, congrats on the Prime partnership. The idea of logos finally being on the canvas. Congratulations.
Look, we're taking things to another level. It's a Renaissance era. We just do some things much different, much bigger than any company before us. Everyone can say they want to do this, they want to do that, but they will never, ever reach to what we do. What we do cannot be replicated, no matter what. I was actually hoping, Steve, that me joining you guys would be much later in your review, so I don't want to give my thoughts and defend my booking, because I've seen a lot of people. I saw a lot of people upset, like what Romeo just put about Chad Gable. Guys, I don't know how many times I have to say this. I'll say this right now. Just watch. I mean, here's the thing. A lot of people are upset about Chad Gable, but I'm in the business of making money. I'm not in the business of telling fairy tale stories. I'm in the business of making money. Last year, WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns made great night 2 business, and it's going to make great night 2 business again. I like Chad Gable. He's doing a great thing, but Sami Zayn is the bigger draw. Whether you want to argue with me or not, he is the bigger draw. Oh, well, the story is with Chad Gable. Sami Zayn also has a story. And if you guys just wait until these next 3 weeks when I get to tell that story, you will say, wow, this is why he's the Booker of the Year.
Yes, Roman Reigns here. Paul, give 5 seconds of silence if Bruce Pritchard or Vince are forcing you to put Maxine on TV and you trying to make the best of it.
Listen, girl has talent, good looks. I really like her. We're trying something different. We're trying to push the envelope. I love how when we push the envelope, it's so bad, but yet the other show, they can mention addresses of funeral homes and, oh, that's a savage burn dude, as the kids would say. You know, I'm over here trying my best to get the most out of my talent. Listen, they're sports and entertainers. They need to know how to entertain.
All the CPZ writes here. Triple H said when LA Knight did it with Money in the Bank, said good things come to those who wait. Gabe will go wait. Yep. There you go.
Exactly. No, that's how this business works. Like, look, maybe back in the old days, it'd be doom and gloom for someone like Gable not winning. But guess what? It's a different era. It's the Renaissance era. You guys are thinking still like the old man's running this place, that I'm gonna forget that Chad Gable exists. Guys, I booked this guy at an Intercontinental title match in September. In September, I booked him an Intercontinental title match. And what was he about to do last night, Steve? What was he about to do?
He was about to, he came close to making Sami Zayn submit.
Exactly. I didn't forget him. Vince would have forgot him. He would have been on main event and in this spot instead of Chad Gable. Would have been freaking Julius Creed or something. But instead, I remembered.
I think Roman wrote here earlier in the stream, Creed brother going to really be asked out so my guy Julius can win the Andre Battle Royal.
I mean, you could just watch and maybe DIY gets taken out. Who knows? It's going to be an interesting match, Romeo. I'm very excited about that 6-pack challenge. But yeah, I'm sorry for screaming, Steve. I know that's not really a character of me. I just really want people to understand. Like, it's like talking to a brick wall sometimes, Steve. I don't know how you guys do it. I don't know how you, the True Heat people, how you guys do it, try to talk in these microphones to a bunch of idiots. Like, they don't listen to what we're saying or what we're doing. They want everything now. Look, if you want everything now, just watch TikTok.
Yeah, that's what I keep
We're not TikTok.
Yeah, by the way,
we're the WWE fucking E.
Also,
we're not getting banned.
Also, congrats on 100 million YouTube subscribers on the.
When's WWE getting banned? Tell me, Steve. When's WWE getting banned? When is the country's gonna say, "Oh, we can't show this shit no more"? Never.
I believe, to quote your father-in-law, no chance in hell that happening.
All right, Steve, that was crossing the line right there.
Roman right here, Paul. I think Mike wanted to tell you something about SummerSlam.
Wait, what? What's wrong with Summer? Big Mike, we brought it to Detroit. Listen, the gate wasn't that great.
What? That's true.
Cleveland's
I mean,
going
you
to
used
sell
half
out.
the stadium, number one. But we're not going to talk about what happened last year. It was a great show. I loved it. Everything was good. I just have one gripe.
Except that
One
drunk
gripe.
fan.
One gripe.
Except that drunk fan got arrested, but that's where you're there.
Yeah. One gripe. You couldn't book a stadium and an arena here, but you can do it there.
I think what Mike is referring to, Mr. Levesque, is that, Cleveland's also getting a SmackDown before SummerSlam, and Detroit
All right.
get that.
All right, to be fair, I'm being honest. There's a lot of things going on that we could not secure a deal with Detroit. All right, that's it. I'll leave it at that.
Okay,
wow.
I'll accept it because it's the past, but still, I'm kind of.
I mean, Money in the Bank, we're doing it. SummerSlam, we're doing it. Big levels.
Yeah. Roman Paul, a lot of people offended by Roman's cross-dressing line on Friday.
Yeah, that doesn't really bug me. Really, to be honest, I kind of laughed. I'm like, wow, people are offended by this. I mean, like I said, the other show, one guy's naming off dead fathers every other 5 seconds.
It's a very valid point there, Mr. Levesque. Very valid point there.
No, look, I don't like to compare us, but, when was being called a cross-dresser an insult? I mean, Steve, you look like a cross-dresser right now.
Whoa. Well, because
on.
I guess that term regards a certain community.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who lost their fathers. Is that not a community?
True.
Widows aren't a community. Oh, we're supposed to forget about widows now, huh? We're supposed to forget about children that lost their dads. I can keep going. I can argue this all day.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not about it. Like I said, I don't know how you guys do this, talking to the microphone. It's like you guys are talking to brick fucking walls.
I get that. It doesn't bother me. That's all I'm gonna say. It doesn't bother me.
Exactly. That's why I come on this show. That's why I'll make appearances on True No Heat. You guys don't get bothered by this. You guys just want to talk raps, and that's all I want to talk about. I don't want to talk about, they said this, or, they crossed the professional wrestling. We're actors. It's a TV show at the end of the day. If you can't blend the differences between reality and television, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't.
Right.
Yes.
I didn't expect to come in just really upset today. Sorry, guys. Just a lot of dumb people.
Oh, trust me. I read it every day on Twitter, Mr. Levesque. Believe me, I read it. I read it all the time on Twitter. A lot of dumb takes up sometimes. It's ridiculous. But also, I want to say congrats on 100 million subscribers on YouTube, Mr. Levesque, on the WWE YouTube channel. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Steve. Couldn't have done it without all the great talent. We have a lot of most watched videos on that channel, and a lot of them are with a bunch of great superstars and great moments for people to share and talk about for years to come.
Oh no, Romeo.
Romeo.
No.
Flash it.
Mr. Levesque, I apologize in advance, but it's a channel member, so priority to reply to comments all the time, Mr. Levesque. But is it a bad day to ask about corporate officer 1 and corporate officer number 2?
That's a crazy question, and I didn't even look over that document, Romeo, but thanks for asking, man. It's crazy. I actually got to go take my pre-workout meal now. Going to go for a workout. Going to get those biceps going. Thanks for having me, Steve. Thanks for having me, Big Mike. Really enjoyed it.
Well, okay.
What was the sound effect, Steve?
I don't know. Just slipped. I don't know. Darn Javier. You know how he is.
Well, it's crazy. Tony gave me access to the one. I don't see no Javier backstage, Steve.
He's working abroad. He's on mobile app. He's on mobile. So, yeah.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for having me up. I can't wait for Big Bane, where I'll be in Steve's corner taking on Tony Khan. We're the opening match. We're going to make sure that's the only thing people watch on Saturday and not Collision.
That's what I call big business, Mr. Levesque. Can't wait.
Okay, Steve, that was stupid. That was a horrible pun. I'm pissed.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Mr. Levesque. You have
nothing big about that show. Watch NXT tonight.
There you go. Yes, absolutely. Going to be. There you go. There he goes. Thank you, Mr. Levesque. Oh man, it's great when we have Paul on the air, right? It's cool we have Paul.
Yeah, I mean it took a couple turns, but yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah. Where were we here? Where were we? So the women's tag team title match, right? What was your thoughts, Mike, on the match?
Oh, ooh,
what happened?
That dang Darby.
Yeah, Trevor. I know. Ugh. Hillary Banks, will you marry? Your thoughts, Mike, on the women's tag team title between the Kabuki Warriors and Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler?
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool match. That's all I pretty much got to say about it. It was all right.
Fair enough. Valid. Pretty valid. Yeah. After this, we had a Andrade visiting the Judgment Day in their clubhouse, and Ripley says that they will speak again when Dominic returns, and they tease doing business together. Now, Dominic wasn't there because, honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that he got married last week? He got married on a weekday. Congrats to them, man. Congrats to Dirty Dom, yo.
Yeah, man. It looked like it was a time,
It's crazy because they broke kayfabe. They had Dominic and his mom dancing together. They break kayfabe, man.
I don't give a shit, bro. That's his wedding.
I know. I didn't see his dad. I didn't see his dad at the wedding. I didn't see Ray at the wedding, but
Ray was there, but he probably, Ray is too,
he's working the gimmick. He's working the gimmick basically, huh? Good for him.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
So then Balor talked about, he's known Andrade for a long time, and that again he can be a very good asset to the group. So we'll see how that goes, man. We'll see how all that plays out, man. From there we had R-Truth and Damian Priest. This match went about. Let me go to cage match real quick here. Went about 8 minutes, where Damian Priest got the win. Yes, a rejuvenated X came out to level things out here. It was like Paul Will for me on Saturday night against Tony. And with all that being said, Damian Priest did pick up the win. So there's that. Anything you want to add to that, Mike? Anything you want to chime in on?
No.
Okay, fair enough. It's R-Truth though, man. Come on.
I like Truth, but
The post-match, Judgment Day attacked R-Truth and DIY. Gargano and Ciampa had to try to be out at ringside to even the odds with Truth. Also, Jey Uso came out. Main event Jey. And he basically challenged his brother Jimmy to a match at WrestleMania.
Didn't see that coming.
I mean, come on, bro. They kind of told you it's a SummerSlam, bro. That was the plan.
Sarcasm, Steve.
I know. I'm working the gimmick here. Come on, bro. Come on, man. They changed their musics, right? It's a battle of Yeet versus no Yeet. Who had the better theme? I think
Jimmy has the better theme.
I guess so.
I listen to it all the time on 2K24. Jimmy has the better theme.
And it's going to be, listen, it's also a callback to WrestleMania 10. Brett and Owen. Likely, don't be surprised if they open the show, bro. If they open the show.
Yeah, that seems like a show opener to me.
You know what I mean? And tear the house down? Could be. Could very well be. But nevertheless, Jimmy will accept on Friday. We'll have to wait and see. It's that cross-promotional match, right? Between Raw and SmackDown. And yeah, man, they found the way to get this all the way to WrestleMania. Good on them. Anything you want to add to that, Mike?
No.
Come on. Okay, well, then we got the main event. the Gauntlet match. We talked about the
We
most
already
of it.
talked about that.
But for those of you who are wondering, what were the order? It started off with Ricochet and JD McDonough, right? Where Ricochet beat JD McDonough, and then out came Big Bronson Reed, and he squashed Ricochet like a bug. Then out came Sami Zayn, and he ran the rest of the gauntlet. He beat Big Bronson Reed. They had Nakamura and Sami Zayn, right, going at it too. It's crazy to think, right, that it's been how long since their takeover match? Almost 8 years, right? Now here we are. And then, he beats Nakamura. And then out came, Chad Gable, and then the whole thing happened, right? And yeah, there was a stare down after with Gunther. And that's how they closed the show. But I mean, listen, just like Paul said, bro, I think we got to trust the process. I think we got to just watch, bro. See how all this plays out, bro. I do think there's a big probability that they add Chad Gable to the match at WrestleMania. But I do prefer like, this fucking wrestling machine, this wrecking ball, right? To start German suplexing motherfuckers, bro. Just T-bone suplexing.
Instead of doing it for his family and for redemption and all that time, just do it for yourself, bro. Be selfish. Like, just be a savage, selfish person.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, that's what you want to do. Do it for yourself, man. Do it for yourself. At the end of the day, So that was Monday Night Raw. Overall, I thought Raw was a very, very, solid show. Was it better than the week before? Was it 2 weeks ago? It was like
2 weeks ago was good.
Yeah, but nevertheless,
was decent.
Yeah, but nevertheless, we're on the road to WrestleMania. It's still going. So yeah, I'm gonna give this show a C, bro.
C? I think I'm being generous.
You got a B?
Minus. Huh?
B minus. Well, you know what? If you're gonna give it a B minus, I'm gonna give it a C plus.
Okay.
Okay. You know what?
No, I didn't think you was, the double curveball.
Okay. You want to give it a B minus, bro?
Well, then I am too.
I haven't saw that clip in a long time.
Hey, are people gonna make us change the clip too because you know who's on the clip as well, or do I have to blur that guy out all of a sudden? I don't think so. I hope not.
It's getting that bad now.
You'd be surprised, bro. You never know with that fan base. They're the kings of that culture. You know what I mean? They're the kings of that culture. I'm not gonna go there. That being said, I'm gonna give it a B minus too, Mike. Just like you, I'm gonna give it a B minus. Let us know your thoughts. I thought the two main things on the show is the main event and Cody's just shooting, basically, just letting it all out for everyone. All right. NXT is in 15 minutes. I think they're gonna have Brooke Jensen versus Obafemi for the North American title, if I'm not mistaken here. I think also let me see what's the rundown here of NXT. Not that we
watched NXT in weeks.
Not that we do Let's Talk NXT or anything like that, because we don't. But
I haven't watched NXT since New Year's Evil.
Oh man, you're missing out, bro. Trick Willie came back last week, yo.
They did.
Yeah, he did. To give you the quick little rundown, at Stand and Deliver, it's going to be Tony D'Angelo versus Ilya Dragunov
for the world title,
for the NXT Championship. Yes, because it looks like we're going to get Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams going at it. Likely that's going to be the main event. Likely that has to be the main event. But also, they give you the quick little rundown. It's going to be, it looks like Ridge Holland will take on Shawn Spears after a vicious attack. So they're going to run it back or have the match finally, I think. And we're also going to get LWO versus OTM in a tag team triple threat qualifier.
Yeah, no interest.
Well, that's fair enough. Fair enough. But that's going to be it for us, guys. In case you guys have missed it, ladies and gentlemen, we did do yesterday. We did do a Steve's Kitchen. We talked about all the stuff that went down, myself and Walter, between UFC 299, Cody Rhodes slap, Cody slap in The Rock, Anthony Joshua knocking out Francis Ngannou, Mercedes Moné likely making her debut tomorrow, right? From on Big Business, right? Also, speaking of UFC 299, this past Saturday was the first of hopefully many simulcast streams between Around the Point Network and True Heel Heat Sports and Entertainment, as we did a UFC 299 watch party. Love that graphic, by the way. Love the thumbnail that I did, by the way. I wanted to create, graffiti in Miami almost, something you would see on a wall in Miami, so there's that. And this weekend, bro, is going down. The big event, bro, our farewell to 2K23. It's ATP The Big Bang going down on 3/16 day this Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern time as we say farewell to 2K23 and we make our way to WWE 2K24. So there's that.
I'm already on the other side, and it's pretty nice.
I'm sure it is, but especially the ATP Gaming finally makes its way to the other side. But that's going to be it for us. You guys can follow the Around the Point Network at AT Point Network. Follow us there. Big Mike, let them know where can the fine folks check out Big Mike.
Yeah, you can check me out on Twitter, X, Detroit Gamer 313.
There you go. You guys can follow me on Twitter /X at Heel Steven. Tomorrow, we'll see. We'll see. I hope they do, man. I hope they do next Thursday afternoon, bro. Well, that number comes up, and it's I got the feeling, bro. We'll see. We'll see.
You got the feeling that they won't restore the feeling?
Yeah, who knows? We'll have to ask them soon. But that being said, guys, thank you all for tuning in. For myself, for Big Mike, for the gang, for Paul, this has been the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network. Peace out, everybody.